Daniel,
Yeah.
let me tell you something about cholesterol.
Okay.
Cholesterol is a type of fat, also known as lipids.
Okay.
It is one of the high blood cholesterol is one of the major risk factors for heart disease.
Oh really?
Yes.
Actually, do you know? I read an article that says that actually females produce more of this hormone called estrogen, which actually helps to increase HDL, also known as the good cholesterol. And then actually for males, also because of hormone production, they're actually at greater risk of having heart disease.
I see.
Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Good afternoon, I'm Sheryl and I'm the representative of DNHW. So today I'll be going around and collect opinions from students regarding total cholesterol between males and females. Come, let's go. I'm Sheryl from DNHW. Can I ask you just one question regarding total blood cholesterol? Can you share with me your opinion on which gender do you think will have higher blood cholesterol?
I think female, because usually the female population tend to exercise less.
So you think that blood cholesterol has to do with exercise? Then what about just the body itself, the genetics?
Genetics, I don't know. I don't really think about it.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. I'm Sheryl from DNHW. Can I just ask you one question regarding blood cholesterol? Okay, so which gender do you think have higher blood cholesterol?
Maybe the female,
Why is that so?
because they tend to not exercise as much as the guys from what I see right now.
So it's associated with exercise.
Mm.
What about genetics?
Genetic, mostly girls, I mostly see a lot of Indian girls getting rounder than Chinese girls.
Okay. And do you know any statistics or anything about heart attack between males and females? Do you know which one is higher, the rates, the statistics?
I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Sheryl from DNHW.
Hi Sheryl.
Can I ask you just one question?
What's the question about?
It's regarding blood cholesterol among males and females.
What?
We want to know your opinion if do you think males or females have higher blood cholesterol?
I think males got high cholesterol.
Can you explain why?
Because they eat more fried food. See the guys in my course, right? Every day eat fried food. Eat chicken wing all this, all the oil. Surely clog the arteries.
So it's their diet.
Yeah, diet.
Then do you have any in terms of genetics? Do you think there's any influence?
Not sure, but guys got more heart disease. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Sheryl from DNHW. Can I just ask you one question?
Okay.
It's regarding total blood cholesterol between male and female. So, which gender do you think have higher blood cholesterol? Can I know why?
Because usually males are more physically active, so I think their blood cholesterol is lower. And females tend to just to have a sedentary lifestyle, so I think that's why.
Okay, then do you think genetics will influence their total blood cholesterol?
Yeah.
So, even if it's genetics, do you still feel that female have higher blood cholesterol?
It depends, because if some males are more prone to high blood cholesterol, they have higher chance to get high blood cholesterol compared to females who are not so prone to high blood cholesterol.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Sheryl from DNHW.
Okay.
Can I just ask you one question?
Yeah, sure.
It's regarding total blood cholesterol and gender.
Okay.
So, which gender do you think have higher blood cholesterol?
I think men have higher blood cholesterol.
Yeah, kind of.
Because a lot of guys in my family, all the older guys, they need to take cholesterol medication.
So, looking into different people's perception of which gender have a higher total blood cholesterol, we came up with our research to find out the truth. So basically, other than gender, there's actually other varieties of factors that affect the cholesterol level. For example, age, physical activity, and diet. And looking into that, we came across a research done by the National Cholesterol Educational Program at 2005, whereby they say that they have proved that male have a higher total blood cholesterol than female at the age of 20 to 25 years old. So why is this so? Basically, females before menopause, they have a higher estrogen level, which protects them from getting heart disease. Because of the estrogen level, it will actually increase their HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol, and lower down the LDL cholesterol, which is their bad cholesterol. So what about males? Males have a higher total blood cholesterol because their LDL cholesterol levels are much higher than female. This is basically due to their hormone levels. So that's why they have a higher risk of getting a heart disease at later stage of their life. Okay, so from this we came up with our research question, which is, do males have higher total blood cholesterol than females? Which actually matches our alternate hypothesis, which says that the total blood cholesterol of males is higher than females. This opposes the null hypothesis, which actually says that our belief is incorrect. So looking into this, we came up with our dependent variable and independent variable, whereby our dependent variable will be the total blood cholesterol and our independent
From the
variable
data given
will
to
be the
us,
gender
we
itself.
came up with a histogram to present our findings. As we can see here, the histogram seems to be symmetrical, which is further supported by the skewness and kurtosis value that falls within the -2 and 2 range, representing a bell-shaped curve and is symmetrical. Therefore, we can assume the distribution to be normal. Similarly, for the histogram for female total cholesterol, we obtain similar results, implying that the distribution is also normal. So now, let's compare the readings between males and females. The median of male and female cholesterol does not seem to differ much from each other. However, the dispersion of the readings seems to be quite wide for females as compared to males. Hence, it can mean that we might have unequal variance, which we cannot conclude now. More tests will be required and the answer will be reviewed later.
Okay, so now let's look at type 1 and type 2 error. Both errors help us decide whether we want to work with alpha being 1%, 5% or 10%. So what does alpha really means? It provides us with a gauge of the percentage of error that we could have made in our studies. So type 1 error is to reject null hypothesis when it's actually correct. So if we look into our context, the error that we could have made is to conclude that males have a higher total blood cholesterol than females, but in actual case, males have lower or equal total blood cholesterol than females. Here's our type 2 error. Looking into the same context of our null and alternate hypothesis, type 2 error is not to reject null hypothesis when it's actually incorrect. So, if we look into our context, the error that we might have made is to conclude that males have a lower or equal total blood cholesterol than females, but in actual case, males have a higher total blood cholesterol than females. The consequences of type 1 error would be misleading of people through providing them the wrong information that females would generally have a lower total blood cholesterol, hence giving them the impression that they are at a lower risk of health issues relating to cholesterol, which may result in females being more ignorant about their health and concurrently leading males into thinking that they would be at a higher risk of having diseases related to cholesterol, and they would need to be more conscious of their food consumption. The consequences of type 2 error will result in males thinking both males and females having equal risk or maybe even lower risk, hence possibly influencing both males and females to be less conscious of their health in terms of their food consumption. Since both consequences are severe, We wanted to avoid both type of error as much as possible. Therefore, we chose alpha is equal to 5%, whereby both errors can be balanced out. Since this is a two independent samples and we don't have the population standard deviation, we were left to choose between case 2 or case 3, and we have to determine the case by checking if the variance is equal or unequal using f-test. After the calculations, we realized that our study have equal variances, so we chose case 2. After knowing that we had to work based on case 2, we carried on with t-test, whereby this will determine whether we will have to reject null hypothesis or not. As you all can see, after our calculations, we realized that we couldn't reject our null hypothesis since the p-value was much higher than our alpha. From this, we learned that our belief is actually incorrect.
Based on our research, we have concluded that the males have more total blood cholesterol than females as shown in our alternate hypothesis H1. However, it is different with the sample that we have obtained and analyzed. The sample tells us that the total blood cholesterol between males and females are similar instead. Analysis was done on the histograms of both males and females previously, showing that even though the variances are significantly different, the mean total cholesterol are about the same. We have to conduct further tests as we are unable to conclude that there is a significant difference in either total cholesterol in males and females or that variances are unequal. Also analyze the box plot, which show a slight difference in the median total cholesterol and also a larger spread of data in females indicating unequal variances. However, we received different results by conducting f-test and t-test. The f-test shows an equal variances between the two genders, but the t-test, done using the p-value method, shows that the differences in the median and mean are not significant. Therefore, we have to reject our belief that males have higher total cholesterol than females. After making some observations, we realized that the research done by the National Cholesterol Education Center were different from our statistical test. Females have higher blood cholesterol levels in their body than males instead. However, we have to take into account that the statistical tests were based on a sample size of 50 males and 50 females, but research was conducted on a national scale. A larger sample size would have less chances of committing type 2 error. A more accurate sample size would be of 95% power, which is converted to 910 data in total. Also, the age of the subjects was specified on the research, from 20 onwards. This means that the data collected for the sample for our statistical test might be biased, as it did not state the age of the subjects.